What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Hopefully, you had an awesome weekend. The Marvel Legends team came through with a couple of reveals today, and we got some updates on the HasLab Giant Man. This figure I have been championing for too many years is reality. Getting him later on this year, and I cannot wait. Got some more updates on his progress. Got to see an articulation breakdown as well as the packaging. And this looks really cool. Very hyped to how this looks. The only thing is, I wish there were Black Panther or some other Avenger in the mix. I know this is the movie squad plus Hank and Jan, which is kind of weird since they weren't in the MCU in that phase for a very long time, but whatever. I really like the look of it. Really showcases Giant Man as this towering Avenger among Avengers, and it's such a cool set. And that wasn't it. We got an articulation breakdown, and it's nice to see how fluid that movement is. He does not look like he's going to be a shelf faller, which would be a disaster on multiple fronts. So, really happy with those ratchet joints. It look like they're going to keep him in place without any issue. But that wasn't the only reveal, the only breakdown we saw today. We got our final information on where we're going to be able to get this amazing Wasp figure that they showed right at the tail end of the campaign. And the way they did it makes so much sense. And I'm really excited about this. I know for some people, they're going, it's a double dip. Why didn't they make this part of the HasLab? Okay. I've always been a fan of including figures on HasLab, but this is the next best option. So here we go with our look at Wasp and more photos beyond that initial shot that we saw of her. She looks great. I don't think there is anything more for a classic Wasp I would have wanted than this. I mean, this is just such a gorgeous portrait. The wings don't look too big and too heavy. And even though she's got this skirt, you can see she's got really great articulation. That's very good because you don't want that restrictive skirt piece limiting what she can do in terms of being posed. It doesn't look like that's going to be a problem in this case. And here's another look. She's on bended knee. Shout out Boys to Men. So you can see that this skirt piece is soft enough that she can actually get some real movement out of it. She's got the updated articulation scheme, bicep joints here. Yay. Double jointed elbows. Perfect. So really nice work there from the team. I love the colors. Yeah, it's just red and black, but it really pops thanks to her translucent wings because it's providing a kind of instant backdrop against those that red and black. So that really looks nice. They show the antennas. They look like they're going to be nice and thick. Hopefully, she won't have an issue falling over because that's the only thing I'm worried about. If she falls and takes too many tumbles, how quickly those antenna will break. And the other cool thing is her radio piece here actually rotates. So that's cool. You can put it up closer to her mouth, raise it up right up along her earpiece. That's a nice little touch. Something I wasn't expecting. Always cool when they do a little bit beyond what I want or what I was hoping to get. Here's another shot. I'm so glad I chose my words carefully with that one. We've got a section, a look at behind Wasp's back here. So you can see how those wings plug in. Really simple, really easy. And I love those wings. They look really nice. And she just looks cool. I really like the simplicity of this outfit. Hoping the Marvel Legends team explores this kind of setup with the big shoulder pads with future Wasp figures, because that's definitely the foundation, the base of a lot of her looks. So even if we don't want to go all the way classic, here's an option for you on that end. And this is so awesome because I was hoping we'd get an unhelmeted portrait. This allows us to do so much in terms of customization. So maybe even if they're slow, we can just buy multiples of this and just create all the different variations of Wasp we want. You see this V shape here is actually sculpted. That's really cool because that makes painting it a lot easier. So that's great. This portrait is so classic 60s, early 70s Jan. It is awesome. I love that first one, but this is amazing. It's so well done. And like, yes, you guys nailed this sculpt. Perfect. Keep it up. Here it is. This is the shot that had me so excited. It's Wasp and it's Giant Man, but it's not the HasLab Giant Man. It's a 6-inch version. And that is really helpful, really useful because he's not always towering over the rest of the team. Sometimes he's regular height. And you want to be able to have those scenes and those shots with him in the shot, not just from the knees up or whatever, or the knees down in this case with him. So this is really cool. The head sculpt looks dead on from the original HasLab portrait, which is helpful. I mean, you'd expect that much, but really exciting, really cool. Here is the regular Marvel Legends Giant Man, regular size, regular scale, and just check out all the detailing. Really good work on the belt. That portrait's awesome. I wonder, they didn't mention this, if they're going to have the options for the different antenna. You know, the HasLab has white and it has black, as seen here. But I mean, this is such a clean scope. I love this and just really excited to have both versions of them. And this is the unmasked portrait. So you've got a swappable deal here. Looks like the same lab coat that we saw with the Hank McCoy. All the Hanks love rocking lab coats. This is cloth. So this is also cool because you can use it with any of your Reed Richards figures. Ditto for the beakers. So you've got options for them. Wasp is holding a device like, oh, Hank, what are you doing here? And this is just such a great shot because this is such a classic Avengers scene here. And he looks like he's really focused. Not now, Jan. I've got to concentrate. I've got to figure out how to help the Avengers save the day here. And here's our package look at this set. And it looks gorgeous. If you know, we're continuing that theme beyond Earth's Mightiest. So you're going to be able to add some more to that lineup. We've got the open box now, but everything else looks the same. So let's take a look at all the stuff that comes in here. Got the HasLab kind of stern faced Giant Man, Hank Pym sculpt. Got some separate hands. He doesn't really need fists. He just needs grabbing to hold all his stuff. Here's that Quinjet they teased. Unmasked Wasp, Jan Van Dyke portrait, or Van Dyne. I don't know why I was want to say that. It must be because of Dick Van Dyke. But here you go. And she's got some more beakers too. So there's 2 beakers. That device, I feel like that's been done before. I can't quite place it, but this is such a cool set. And we get them both. And it even says there, Janet Van Dyne. For those of you like me who want to call her Jan Van Dyke. So this is such a great clean setup with this packaging presentation. Yeah, it's a 2-pack. And I know some people are going to be like, I don't want to pay for a 2-pack. I just wanted Jan. But she's got to be packed with anyone. It makes so much sense that she's packed with a smaller scale Giant Man. So there you go. We got that. And here's another shot of all their accessories, that whole breakdown. It looks clean from the package shot, so there's nothing, no surprises there. It's a better look at the Quinjet. That's fun. So when you have your HasLab Giant Man, or if you just want to take some very far away shots, like, hey, my Avengers are in this one, you can do it kind of sort of to scale, just from a long distance. So that's fun, cool. Really love the addition to this soft goods lab coat because this has multiple uses for me. Like I said, Reed Richards for sure will be using this, and that's very fun. A great addition to the set. We're not going to have to wait too long for it. It's coming out tomorrow, not April 10th. That's April 9th. So Premium Pulse members are going to get this first, 1 p.m. Everybody else gets it at 2 p.m. It is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so you're not going to be able to get this anywhere else. I don't think I would have wait on this. This is a pre-order at 1 p.m. So I'll be on it and very excited about this one. Really glad that Hasbro didn't have us waiting too long to see where we're going to get this Wasp figure and getting a regular size Giant Man. So cool. Great addition to the set. That's my take on it. What are you guys thinking about it? Are you excited to get a regular scale Giant Man to go along with that awesome looking Wasp and the unhelmeted hair sculpt? Really great job on that set. All right. Thanks so much as always for watching. This episode of Lost Figure Files has been filed.